Alright guys, we have an Algebra 2 test tomorrow, so I wanted to make a quick video to kind of review some of the topics. Let's look at solving absolute value equations. Remember, we treat them like regular equations. Work your way inside to find that x. Start by taking away that 5, okay? This will give me the absolute value of x plus 2 is now equal to 6. This is good. Now, once we're down to just an absolute value equation and an equal sign, we know that we need to make two different equations. I need to make the equation x plus 2 is equal to 6, and I need to make the equation that negative x plus 2 is equal to 6, okay? Now, this first one obviously is pretty simple. We just want to take away the 2. So subtract 2, and we find that x is equal to 4. But the second one involves another step. We need to move this negative sign. We can do that by dividing by a negative 1 on both sides, giving me x plus 2 is equal to negative 6. We do this now, take away my 2, and we're going to find that x is equal to negative 8. And these are going to be our two answers. Remember, you always have two answers when you're solving your absolute value equations. Okay? Now, let's look at a slightly more complicated problem. This problem is more complicated because there's a 2 multiplying. But that's okay. We can just divide by 2. We are absolutely allowed to do this. This will give me the absolute value of x plus 5 is now equal to negative 9. Now this is why I need to ask you guys. Y'all need to be smarter than any math problem. What does it mean if I'm taking an absolute value? It means that I'm always what? I'm always positive. Okay? So if I'm always positive, is there any way that I can be a negative number? I don't think so. So this problem, no work is really needed because we understand that that can't happen. So there must be no solutions. There is no number we can plug in for x that would give me a negative 9 because absolute values will make them positive. Be smarter than the test, y'all. I know y'all can do this. Let's look at one more. Here. Oh, man, I've already started it. I need to erase some of this so y'all can see me work this problem. Now, here, again, work your way from the outside in. Add 3 to both sides, okay? This will give me 2 absolute value of x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 4. Now, we got to get down to just the absolute value sign. That's all we really want. So how do I get rid of this 2? I can divide by 2. Dividing by 2, that'll get rid of that. So now I just have the absolute value of x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. This is a happy moment, guys. Once we get down to our absolute value and that's it, remember, I have two equations. I have the equation that x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. And I have the equation that negative x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. Okay? So, the first one, not that bad. Just have to add 1 to both sides, and we find that x is greater than or equal to 3. The second one, well, we have to follow the rules. Divide by this negative 1 on both sides. That's going to give me x minus 1, and then a negative 2. And whenever we divide by a negative number, we're always going to switch my sign. That's a good thing. Now, very simply, add 1, and we find that x is less than or equal to negative 1. What if you were asked to graph this answer on a line? Well, we could make that happen. I have this line with negative 1 and 3. These lines right here tell me that they're going to be closed circles. And then follow the directions. Greater than 3 is going to be numbers that are bigger or larger than 3. less than -1 is going to be numbers that are smaller than -1. All right, guys, I believe in y'all. Y'all are all awesome. You're all very smart. So, make me proud. Have a good night studying, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.